well, as you're saying that, we're live. I will come in with my Jason Voorhees mask, but I don't have. Well, if I try well, that you probably won't understand me that well, and it's gonna look weird. Yeah, I was going to use the my stunk ape says Bigfoot costume, but I gotta be honest, that thing smells so bad at this point. I don't want to try it. I mean, you're not the first one to say I look like Swamp Thing, but you know what I'm talking about. You have to say I didn't know. Hunt. Yeah. Hey, I mean, it works. Let's get this. I am the weed. Okay, well, anyway, happy Halloween, 87. Since today's Halloween, I thought it's only fair that we're going to end the month with me telling you all the random horror movies I've seen. Because I'll be honest, I think those are the best times. Just I was trying to explain to each other what the hell. What's one? Oh, yeah. Well, I mean Halloween movies. I mean more of like horror movies. Most because I mean I would love to talk about all the Halloween movies, but unfortunately this one I didn't have time to watch all of them. This year I didn't have much time to do a lot of stuff, so I blame you. So I hope you see this right here. Yeah, so this is all the horror movies I've seen this year. I may have added one or two that I seen before, but I just want to make it. Well, I don't know. I can't anything else to it right now. Oh, yeah. Well, Nine Limited is right here, and the remake. Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Anyway, yeah. This is not by you, so sit down. Yeah. Yeah, listen, guys. I was gonna do one for both me and him, but we didn't have much time, and I mean, honest, I don't think Joe kept that track of what he's seen, so I don't want to force him to do that. So this is the ones I seen, but don't worry. If we do this again next year, maybe I might ask him. Yeah, and I want to talk about movies I have seen. Well, and these ones I just saw this one, like I hadn't seen before. And as you see, they're not really sec order. Some might be parts of fan sites. Now you gotta be fan sites in here way as you know just came out. Wink wink right here. But right now, just want to talk about these. Now about I believe 28. And yes, there's indeed a tier list I made, so you wanna try it, go ahead. Once again, this is what I've seen so far. I go say you think that's the things what these says for each wing, kind of make it more interesting. That just like incredible wordplay we can play for each one here. Like like what do you think we should call it the best of best? Oops. He does his own thing. Just me by myself. All by myself. Ow, ow, ow. Wait, wait. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. Sorry. Lol, we so squatty. You glitched out, man. Yeah, of course I am. You, you don't see him. Alright. Yes, I am. Yeah. But anyway, technically, I kind of forgot how to add more bars here, so I don't know how to do that. And I'm much positive once again if my or his audio sounds bad. Once again, so it's my computer's considering that a lot of stuff is happening, even though that's not true. Only I can only have like 3 things open and they're not that much resource. Anyway, we let's just go with 5. As you all, so I need to mask beads, more average, blah blah. Nothing too special, but nothing bad. This alright. See, I consider more bad or disappointing. Like, it's not exactly good, more on the low side. Then we just got the worst. Like, don't. Yeah, and I got 3 that go right here. And this is obviously the best, but like these are the ones I recommend you watch out ever here. I do recommend. They're not perfect. Well, I mean, that's not perfect either, but yeah, they're good. So I would say it's more good list than second grade. I would add a 6th one, but I can't figure out how to do so, and I'm too lazy, and well, to be honest, what I do right now. Yeah. Anyway, so I say we should start with ads. Ads. I don't want ads. I'm not, I'm not getting paid for it. Anyway, which one should we start with? Emu, uh, so what do you think? Start from the top or start from the bottom? Worst one. I don't think they know about. We're not going great depth in each one, but I'm just gonna explain my opinion on them. But you have to say I don't know multiple times about Escape from Tomorrowland. Pretty much, the only memorable thing about the movie is more or less it was filmed at on Disney World or Disneyland. I believe it's Disney World. I believe they filmed that the one for the. I could be wrong. And well, I mean they filmed it. I mean they actually filmed at the theme park without Disney's permission. But that's the only thing special about it. It's crap. Like this is like one of the worst movies I actually ever seen. Like it's bad in every single fucking level. Like I'm not joking. I seen film students do a better film than this, and at least with those, it's only like maybe 5 minutes or so. This is like a full length movie. It is. No, not even Miyagi. I was before watching Miyagi. Like this is like garbage bad. Like holy shit, who the fuck made this? And do you even know how to write? That's I. It's fine, but go ahead and say something. Oh, yeah. It's it's a Yeah, Disney could be like second like Finance of Freddy's where you got kill Avatar at Disney. I thought, okay, that could be kind of cool. And it was no, you don't even get that. No, it's like a mix of science fiction, uh, hidden company evil makes you a virus, demonic, demons. It doesn't make any sense. And knowing that half the time it isn't like the one will say, oh, Disney is the Walt Disney Corporation is evil. Not even the interesting, or the boring way. No, it's more, yeah, but the funny part is this: Target, the company that Target they point, saying it's too evil. The one at the, my God, what was that? That tax in Disneyland. I forgot his name. The one, Epcot. Yeah, the one with the golf ball. I'm not joking. Technically, that's kind of the evil group work at Epcot, and the funny part is Epcot taking that facility in Canada is not a technically Disney. That's a different company organization altogether. So technically, it's not even Disney's evil. It doesn't make sense. It's once again, the only interesting thing, it was filmed at Disney without Disney permission, but even they didn't even make any copyright issues against the film. Mostly because I can't blame them, because there's nothing good about it. Like, even they basically, I can only imagine they basically say, listen, we don't want any connection with this thing, this crap. Please, don't watch it. I will say it's one of the worst films I've seen, and I've seen a lot of crappy films. Yes, I can vouch for that. Alright. He beat. Alright. Alright, how about we talk about something good before we go on to some more crappers? Uh, 30 Days Night. Now that is a vampire movie that was made 1 year before Twilight, and I would say this: it's one of the greatest vampire movies of all time. So I would say, like, it made vampires terrifying again, and it's been on the same title graphic novel series, and I gotta say it's a fantastic graphic novel series and a fantastic film as well. I will say this: of all the films I've seen with vampires in them, this one actually has some terrifying vampires. Like, I'm actually kind of creeped out, terrified by these things. Like, they are, but this one just made them more monsters. Like these are not crazy you want to be with, and the whole premise of the movie is more or less a group of vampires decide to go to a isolated town up in Alaska. Well, pretty much when the sun stays down for 3 days. Obviously, 3 days night, and as you imagine, that's pretty much the worst thing you want to do. Worst place you want to be with are those vampires in existence. It's well. Once again, it's an excellent film. I do highly recommend it. So I will say this: I might. I would say there could easily be an S tier. I would say either low S or a high A, because I mean it has one or two issues, but I can't really say anything that's take away for the whole film until like it's a exit film overall. Well, it's on Hulu, man. But well, for anyone else, I do recommend watching it. Maybe next year, since it's Halloween, kind of too late to watch some good horror movies. But still, you want to watch a good horror movie that takes place in snow, that involves vampires, it doesn't take on vampire genre, watch it. So I'm gonna put S, though if I find any more S movies, I might move it and replace it with the. It depends, but I would say that is one of the best films I've seen so far. When it involves horror. Just stay away from the sequel. The sequel is. It's. It feels like a direct DVD movie. I would say that. That's so you need. Alright. That's not like that. Alright, anyway, any other picks for you? Alright. I mean, that's still in the film technically. I well, I would say this. It's been with the Cage versus Amtox. If that's what you want to see, yeah, it's the dumb, stupid fun. I would say that. Yeah. So I can't really give it an A because listen, I it has a lot of issues. Okay, it'd be a low B. Look, the film critic in me probably would say give it a C, but I'm gonna give it a B, most because you will have some. You know what it is, and that's what you're looking for. You have some fun. It's dumb, stupid. It's Nick Cage versus Adam Talks. That's pretty much. If that's what you want to see, it's in you. After that, you want anything else, and you're looking in one place. Well, I mean, there's been a few movies like that. I can't say this. I'm not saying Wave One. Wave One, yeah, Wave One. I did not create the whole cyber taxes. There's other films like that, but once again, it's dumb, stupid fun. So it's gonna be a low B. Once again, if I had six, I'd probably put in low. But once again, dumb, stupid fun. If that's what you want to find, go and look for it. All right. I say I probably should pick something out for myself. In my book, pick a by the two. I say we pick you. VHS 94. Yeah. Yes. Well, technically, that's the first movie. This is part of a series. So it's not just pretty much it's a series on of anthology films. Since each one has a few sorts in it that basically tells like about found foods and horror, blah 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 stuff like that. The first one, I seen the first two, second last year. I would say yes. I would say this. They're not perfect by any means, but I would say this. The first one I would say is more suspenseful, slow build up horror type film. I would say that how many swords were there? I think there was five. The first one, the first swords, not counting the one that connects all of them together. The first one I would say probably the best one, mostly because the way it uses the found footage element, mostly because the camera is actually the guy's glasses, so technically kind of gave a cheap explanation why they're not carrying cameras here. More or less, whatever the character see is what you see technically. So pretty much the glasses is wearing is what it's the camera itself. Uh, kind of only difference is he does talk. It's not actually, and like once again, I'm not talking about the first one. I just want go through them so I can see what I'm talking about. But pretty much yeah, I do. I would say this: the first one, especially this Axis right here, pretty much the characters of the first one are basically a bunch of seeds douchebags, so basically taking women and taking them to the hotel room and obviously as you imagine trying to do naughty stuff and getting the people drunk before that happens. So once again, a bunch of douchebags, and one of them just happens to stumble upon a spoiler, pretty much I believe a my God, what's that demon? I keep forgetting things now. What's that demon that's usually seduces men all the time? A succubus. They found a succubus, and I gotta say the actress they chose to play the succubus is perfect. I sees this girl right here. I'm not joking. Her whole facial expression, it went from isn't terrifying, disturbing. You try to figure like what he's thinking, and it looks so unnerving. Like the first moment you can see it, you gotta think there's something's not right here. Yeah, I would say you gotta see this film. Of all the sorts, watch this one. This is the best one. And I just, oh yes, yeah, it's quite excellent. After that, the second sword, in my opinion, is probably the worst sword of the first film. It just involves a couple of tavern costs, going on a world trip, and they find a mechanical force attack who basically says, "You will find that someone appears not to be who they claim to be, and you will find this charity among your travels, something like that." And it just build up, build up, build up. That's all it is. Like it's building up to something, and the whole film, the other time, it's just pretty much bunch these couples just traveling around like small towns, and it's revealed that someone's taken them to the hotel rooms, and it turns out this mysterious figure kills the husband. And turns out she's that college student that they met, and she's actually in love with the wife, and that's it. that's that's yeah. Yeah. The middle one is average at best. It's more or less about the assassin who goes around killing people, and technically they have stack around them, so I don't understand. Maybe they took some visuals looking like that. The glitz, that's famous what it's called. It's alright, but it's just a little too gory in my opinion. I feel like it just goes a little too overboard and just feels kind of unnecessary. I needs to me. I get it trying to mimic like slashes like Friday the 13th, but I didn't really care that much about the slash to begin with. So the the other one about the goal FaceTiming someone over. Okay, it's not Zoom. Technically, it's something else, but you just say Zoom for the heck of it. Her boyfriend. Yeah, and pretty much her house is haunted. Blah 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 stuff like that. It's alright. The concept is interesting, but I just doesn't really interest me that much. It's alright. Now, I will say that the last one is actually very interesting. I gotta be careful when I zoom down for VHS because the photo does evolve. You know, some naughty stuff, so I don't want that by accident. But the last one is actually not bad. I would say it's probably the second best one of the first one. More or less a group of friends going to a Halloween party. They go into the one house, and they go into the egg when they find a group of cult members who are about to sacrifice this woman. So the party goes interrupt the whistle, trying to rescue the woman, and all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose in the house. Like pores are opening, hands are coming out of walls, stuff like that. And you know what? And here's the twist: that woman is actually possessed, and she was actually meant to be sacrificed, for a good reason. And she actually end up killing the guys. As they go in the truck, and the truck gets transported onto a railroad track, and the truck can't move, and a train basically comes in and kills them. Kind yeah, it's that one's actually no into it, and I do like the twist about that. Though the story that connects all of them together, I didn't really care that much because it's just about a bunch of punk ass douchebags. Sounds like yeah, and no, like these are like scumbags. Like they just go around filming themselves being a bunch of assholes harassing people, and they just end up being killed by a zombie thing inside this house when they find the VS tapes, and that's where the swords come from. It's alright. I would say this: the first one has a lot of good things, but it has some missteps. I would say two of the swords are what stands out the most. The second one, on the other hand, I would say it's probably probably no better in my opinion. Okay, I like how there's actually a gun named VHS too, so that's kind of funny. I will get to that in a moment, but pretty much the second film, it's just four sorts of time, but I would say this is like far more intense. Like it's less a builder and more intense. Like the fourth sword basically sums up the whole film gonna be about. It's nothing more than enjoying and minutes pretty much it's like more than a non-stop bus ride. That's you get what I'm trying to say. Like, as soon as something happens, just non-stop ride. Just keep going, keep going. It gets intense. And and I would say this: the story that connects them is a lot better. Like it's more or less about a husband and wife who tries, get hired by his mom to find her son who went missing, and they go to the same house that the douchebags went to in the first film, and they find the tapes. Like the full sword. Once again, I'm trying to keep the soul because I want to talk about other films like VHS. The full sword about the students group going in. My God, I forgot the name of the country. Ancient country somewhere. I'm so sorry. I forgot what country it is, but they found pretty much this found this code, and pretty much they found out this whole code on this compound. Like all the kids are, they all have the same dad who's this cult leader, and pretty much every woman in the cult basically is had to do something with the cult leader, and all of a sudden the cult leader explained that they're waiting for the big day, and today's the day, and pretty much this is the cult leader you see on screen right here. And whereas like he's trying to and pretty much as soon as things happen, pretty much shit gets real. Like the guy in the room right there, he basically the cult leader said, "Do not say one word," and he's like talking to one, and the guy says something, and he takes a knife out, saying, "Do not say one more word. Don't say." Like no more tense. Like as he says, and the guy actually speak, mumble something, and the guy just jumped off the table and just stabs him, and pretty much, no, well, there's like found footage that I believe it's GoPro they used for this one. I forgot what it was, but the cameras in this one. So pretty much, all of a sudden, all the cult members in the compound are killing themselves, like shooting themselves in the face, killing themselves, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Then they come back to life as zombies. Then one of the girlfriends of the Jonas, she's about to give birth to this demon goat thing. Like it's a madhouse. Like, it goes crazy, man. It's a fun one. I see. I don't. Maybe that was the second soul because we also got another one who funny enough. This is actually the director. This is actually the same director who made the Connecting Soul to the first VHS movie, and Also, he's the director of this sword, and he's also the same director who made Godzilla vs. Kong. So, not a remake, but the one that came out this year. This guy. He's not that old. Okay, fine. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I would say this. I don't hate the director. I do enjoy Godzilla's Kong, and I do enjoy the movie that he. Well, honestly, I had seen it, but I heard a lot of good things about Yo Next. But I don't know, just like the films that he made for VSS, I just find them a little too sleazy. I think this might be the full sword, but pretty much the guy gets a cat, get a new prosthetic eye that records everything. So, I know it was an idea I do enjoy. But he ends up seeing ghost people all over the place, and he talks to this woman who's having the same thing, and pretty much they end up banging together. Then all of a sudden, like the ghost something, and pretty much the more you see the ghost, the more powerful they get, and they sign pretty much they end up whipping his eye out and shove it down his sword, and that's how the sword ends. It's yeah. Oh, it's actually that's not even the glorious thing. Yeah, and the wind gun. Yeah, that's the name of the guy. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna make this quick. Payment another one. Now this one is actually a little more interesting. I'd probably say the more interesting idea they have for all of them. This one involves zombies. And what if I tell you that the main character of this one ends up dying in the first few minutes? Both of them. That's that's not a kid. That's the woman. Yeah. And what if I tell you the soul basically involves a GoPro being tapped at it's attached to the guy, and when he died and becomes a zombie, we watch him act as a zombie with a camera on him. So pretty much you see the point of view of a zombie. And I thought that was actually kind of interesting. I do enjoy it because Sony seeing the zombie going around killing people, and it's actually kind of interesting. And I will say a pretty depressing ending at the end when he actually sees him. When he actually look at himself in the mirror, it's actually pretty sad. I won't lie. But yeah, I would say this is probably the second best one of the second film. That it's very well done. And I admit it's actually kind of interesting to see what a zombie see when he's a zombie a little bit, stuff like that. Oh, and also the last one involves aliens kidnapping kids. I would say this: the ending for the alien one. I would say Joe, do not watch it. Don't watch that one. Well, yes, but what I mean is the alien, that last segment of the second film that involves aliens. Don't watch it, Joe, because I guarantee you won't like the ending. Jesse, Joe, I'm doing it for you. But pretty much, aliens, they kidnap the kids, and you would say something bad happened to one of the. I don't want to say what because I know that's gonna get so pissed off, but something sad happened to one members of the group. But that's what I'm gonna say. Anyway, then we got the third one, which is Fire, and that one's just garbage. Like, it's just two swords, pretty much. Well, technically, was it three? Oh my god. The pretty much. What the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna hope he's wearing underwear because otherwise that'd be fucked up. God. No, pretty much, the only thing I need to explain about this for how bad it is. Disney, it's like one of the segments basically involve a group of skaters fighting against skeletons with skateboards and broad daylight. And it feels like it looks so bad. And I'm talking the whole clip looks like something that a teenager probably made during the early 2000s that you'll probably find on YouTube. It's bad. once again, I gotta be careful because once again, Vegeta does not hold back about what it shows on screen. But anyway, 94. I won't go in great details about it, but I will say this: it's not perfect by any means. I do feel the first two the first and last of the first movie are better than any in 94. But I would say it's far better than Vile. I would say this. It feels like a better return to form, and I do hope they continue the franchise because I do enjoy the films. I do think they're good, and I do feel there's a lot of potential in this. Please don't do what Vile did. Stay away from that one. I would say that I think the two interesting ones about 94 about a cyborg, a crazed doctor who turns someone into a cyborg, and a SWAT team evades the building, and just all hell breaks loose. Pretty much, it looks like a more like. Let me say this. You know that part in one of your words where you go to Dante whip off Magneto guy's factory with the Sami mechanical beans. Pretty much, it's just like that. It's actually pretty good. I would say that. I do enjoy how fast, action packed, and wholesome it is. And also, I would say the last one that involved a group of white militia assholes. Pretty much. And I want to make you that the most white militia group, by the way, not time, pick on any particular groups, but pretty much they are the same typical dumb rednecks you find who have a vampire, and I would think that that one's actually kind of fun. Mostly because I do enjoy seeing their asses die. Anyway, I would say it's not bad, but I would say it's kind of average. Alright, what about you? Do you want to pick something out for me? Okay, that's a great movie right there. A great, not just a good zombie film, but a fantastic, like one of the best comedies out there. I, I'm, I, I won't say scary, but I mean it's not bad. Alright, alright, Dark Souls. Alright, yeah. I want to try and watch, see things that, once again, I try to watch horror movies I haven't seen before, and those what I want to add to the list. Mostly because I want to keep it kind of interesting. But, Dark Souls. Uh, they would say this. Pretty much, the closest movie I can come up to Sunrise and Pearls is, Dark Souls is this. Now, you know how the first Pearl movie, it starts out as a action movie, but its story turns into a sci-fi horror film? Pretty much, pretty much, this is the closest movie that comes to that same idea. Pretty much, yeah, a group of British soldiers trainees who are training up in northern Silver Deep in Scotland, and I'll probably get the location one if I did. I'm so sorry. But pretty much they're training, and all of a sudden, they soon found out the camp they were supposed to go to got massacred. Everyone there died, and they claimed that there was werewolves in the woods. So because of that, the group had to take shelter inside a farmhouse with a random woman who knows the locals, and they soon discover that they're being besieged by a group of werewolves, and they have to make their last stand there and try to hold out till morning. I would say that this is a way good werewolf movie. Like, it's It's way good. It came out during the early 2000s, but I will say it's well done. Like one of the best werewolves movies out there. And I would say that the movie is way gory. Like those werewolves, like they will eat you alive, and won't be clean. Like holy cow! When I saw this film as a kid, I like holy shit, those are terrifying fucking werewolves. And I say the werewolves, they look almost like they kind of walk, and the way they were designed almost remind me a little bit of sea wolves from the ancient fantasy. Most because they got long, thin limbs, and they walk in such a alien type way. It feels so unnatural, and you get the feeling that they're so like that thing should not be alive. Like that unholy about that thing. But yeah, I would say it's a way good werewolf movie. A way good horror movie, I gotta say. It's well done, and I gotta say, I do enjoy the main characters. It's, once again, the closest thing I would probably say, it's probably the closest film I've ever seen to come to the idea of the Alyssa Perl movies about. And once again, I do highly recommend it. It's, where else should I put this? Yeah, I wish I add more segments here because I don't, my god, I wish there's a way to actually add more. I wish I can add more here. Oh wait, I can add. Yeah, I can add more wolves. All right, here we go. There. All right, here we're gonna do. All right. S feel like one of the best films out there. I would say that. S would be like Lindsay. This is a whole film you have to see. A. Yeah, like yeah, I would say perfect. Like something like it's so good that it changed the landscape. Like because I do have a few films out there that actually do work with that. You know what? How about this? There we go. We're gonna put. I'm sorry, but I just had to put that there most because I won't find there's nothing else I seen this year that's as bad as this. Escape from Tomorrowland. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Now that feels far better here. See, now this I actually feel looks never better, and actually gives my point never better. So there, God's mistake, the worst, bad, decent, good, best, perfect. See, now this actually feels a lot better. You know what? I'm gonna put dogs. I would say 30 Days a Night and Dog Soldiers, I would say, in my opinion, are pretty equal, which I find kind of funny. Got the best vampire that came out that time. Same with the Dog Soldiers for the 2 hours. Since like, I would say these two are the best vampire and werewolf movie that came out in the 2 hours. Since. All right. Yeah. So I'll be able to put that there. All right. Enough from I guess I should pick out some since I keep making you. Alright, in my emo, how about we go with Hell House? Hell House. Alright, Hell House, I think. Yeah, remember when we first get the Double J show, and pretty much it was about how to survive a haunted house? And I missed in the second segment when we go to a haunted hotel. Like, this is the film I was talking about, and this is a great film. Like, I do recommend it. It's really good. And you know what? I don't want to keep putting things in the best because I don't want to fill that category up, but we've been seeing a lot of good films for that category. Pretty much, it's a found footage film about. Actually, I won't say it's just a found footage film, most because it's kind of organized as if a documentary about how these group of people went. Pretty much a mix of a documentary and found footage, that kind of type of event that involves essentially a group who's basically a company called Hell House Kobe. Well, they basically go to places and turn into a haunted, house. Pretty much a attraction where people go in there, get scared, stuff like that. So one year they decided, hey, let's go to the Agron Hotel, a pretty much a hotel in deep in New York. Well, has a tragic history of first a bunch of murders and disappearances happen. Then it's revealed that there was a cult there, and that the owner was actually the leader of this cult. But before officers are able to arrest them, all the cult members, including the leader, kill themselves. And ever since then, the hotel has been abandoned. But word of mouth spread about how the place is haunted. It filled with evil. Then one day, the company, on October 12th, I believe, they basically turned to a haunted house, and that night, several dozen people went missing. No one knew what actually happened. Some people assumed there was a fire accident or something like that. The members of the company were never seen again. And all eyewitness reports basically claim that something bad happened in the basement. And whenever people try to go there, they always try to stay away from the basement. But even one journalist basically said, I went to war zones. I mean, I cover wars, But that basement, just looking at it, I'm the most scared in my life just being near that basement. And that basically symbolizes the whole film. Like, it's, I would say, one of the better found footage films out there, and it has a very interesting story structure. And it had this mystery. You try to figure out what happened, and I gotta say, of all the skills, I think they mastered the idea, like similar to Halloween, where pretty much it's in the background. Like, you're just looking at the camera, then you know something is moving in the background, and you try to look closely at it. Those are some of my favorite skills because you get the feeling like there's something wrong with this place. Like, it's not in your face. It's slowly, like the madness and the evil is on spinning around. Like, it's not upfront about it. It slowly comes together. But I would say this. I do recommend it. Like, it's really good. Like, one of the better found footage films out there. Ow. Ow. Hell House LLC. Yeah. My God. Yeah. Okay, I would say this. I probably will. I'm not trying to put too many stuff in the perfect section, so I might move one of these around. But I would say, once again, like, these three are really well done. I try and watch good films, okay? I don't try and watch crap all the time. But speaking of that, Joe, you want to pitch out a second here? What? Weck? You want to go? Go ahead. When you get back, we can talk about something else. Alright, Weck. I think I told Joe about this one too, but maybe to say this. Weck is one about. Funny how we went one found footage film to another one. But I will say this. Of all the found films we have so far here, Weck. Probably that's the first name of it. It's one of the best. I would say one of the best found footage films out there. And it's, I would say, over Blair Witch. Blair Witch has a history on it, but I mean we watch it. Not mocking or anything like that. Weck stands up above the West. And if I'm not correctly, I believe Weck was actually filming. What's up, guys? I actually want to see where it's actually filmed at because I believe Weck was filmed in what was it? It was, I want to say it was Spain. I think Moscow. Spanish. Spanish never really help. Yeah, Spain. Yeah, fuck. So it was Spain. So I wasn't an idiot. I used to think it came out of Spain. Then I saw someone say no, it was Moscow. No, it's Spain. I hope it's Spain because otherwise I don't know. Someone need to talk to Wikipedia about this. Alright. WEC. Pretty much, we got this news poll who is basically doing a segment on firefighters. And, after hours, at night, basically, following them. Just going to hours and, getting to know them. So one day, they get a mostly called to a apartment building. They're great to get there and basically told that officers need to help you open a door. And apparently, there's a woman there who pretty much the woman who basically claims that pretty much the officers being the second having a woman. Most of the residents of the building have been, complaining about hearing screaming in that room. They get there and knows that this old woman is going nuts. What happened? Soon, the whole apartment building is quarantined by government officials. And it's soon revealed that the second most sensitive foot going in that building. Soon, you believe that there's a contagion spreading around the whole building. People affected by this contagion becomes zombie-like, going around mad trying to attack and eat the fellow humans. And then, basically the film, they'll spoil a little about the film, but I think it's kind of pretty well known. And then, it's revealed that it's not just a normal contagion. No. The top apartment building is revealed that the owner of it is a pastor who's been working on a exorcist victim. Trying to figure out how to get the payments, how to basically help him. But in the process, he had to help payments help create a new type of demonic pathogen that spread by pretty much the zombies in this film are pretty much affected by a demon. That's the best I can say. But I was like, I do recommend you watch this film. And I want to tell you, watch the Wizard one. You want to watch the dub, that's fine, but do not watch Quarantine. Quarantine is not bad to say, but it's more of to the exact copy remake of the film. But it lacks the heart and soul of the Wizard one. It is a well done film. It's excellent. If you can't watch the film, I would say just watch the Kill Count video on it. Though you can look it on YouTube, and I believe the YouTube copy of the film does include the English dub. So you want to watch the Spanish dub, you probably find it on YouTube, something like that. But I would say the English dub's not bad. Though I believe you can watch the worst one in the. Once again, if you got a way to change your hotel dress on Netflix, which. Once again, if I had the promotion material or were being sponsored by that company, big pretend. But once again, WEC is a excellent film overall, and I will say this: I'm happy putting it perfect. It is a well done film, across. I don't care what people say. It's a fantastic movie and one of the most interesting ideas that involves a zombie type film. And firstly, the twist. Second, it's a exorcist film, if I'll be honest. Since the demons in it. It's a way well done film. Overall, I highly recommend it. I might go back and forth with the second movie and the Hell House movie. But since we're going back and forth with one, let's go back to Hell House. Hell House 2, Hell House LLC 2. The second one. It's not the worst found footage movie, and it's definitely not the worst sequel. But I feel like it explains too much about everything that's going on, and knowing that, just the whole idea of the film take place in the same hotel, but you know everything, and pretty much the hotel is at this point not hiding anything. It's not going to be slow, you know, certain evil is happening in the background. You can't see fully till the end. No, it's more or less like one of the obvious found foods haunted house type show. Like the evil's not trying to be serious, not it's right there and then popping out the moment you get too far inside the hotel. I mean, the history behind the film, well, the history behind the is kind of interesting, and I do enjoy going back to that location because it is a creepy ass location. Like that hotel, even in this film, is sinister. It has an evil presence. Like I would say, it's like just like the whole like the result from The Shining, or like one of the best haunted locations. Like it has an evil presence no matter what. So just the characters are not that interesting, and knowing that, I would say I just feel like it explains a little too much about the evil and fussy the ghost. And I'm not a big fan of can talk to the ghost owner and find out what his whole goal is. Well, I need hints to it. I guess probably a sub to the third one, but I just don't really consider that good. I will put it decent, but I'm gonna say it's bad. It's not awful bad. I've seen Fall Woods films. I Fall Woods found foods films, but it does feel like a letdown, especially from the worst one. The worst one I feel is a well done found foods film through and through. And I'm not really that interested in haunted exorcists, possessed ghost stories. I don't really care that much about them, but Hell House as he did made me actually care about those films. Alright. And then how about we just go with the Hill House film, then we go on back to what was the Hill House. Oh, my ears! Ow! Yeah, once we get the mic. Oh, my ears! Alright, so far, here we have. And yes, Wreck isn't perfect because I do consider it that good. But anyway, now we're just going on Hell House 2. I mean 3. I say I throw that one away. I'm not saying Hell House 2 is awful. It's not the worst sequel. It's not even the worst found foods film. But it feels such a fall from the worst one. And in my opinion, it just falls into me classic tropey traps that most found films found. It's just only some of the ideas for the worst one came above the rest. So I would say it's the best of the bad section, but that's not saying much. The donut, I will say it's a big boom of the second one. The characters I actually do find them more interesting. The whole mystery is never burn. I would say I do kind of like how it does have a more satisfying conclusion to the whole trilogy. A little bit, but I feel my big issue comes down to I feel like the Hell House and the whole. I prefer the whole mystery of it where you don't know what's going on. Like it's slowly a build up. And I feel it kind of missing the tension that you get from the first one. It's not awful, but I would say it's decent. I would say I kind of prefer over VHS 9.4, but it's alright. The characters, I will say, the characters and the conclusion to the whole Hell House trilogy probably keep this film from being, higher than others. But otherwise, I think it's alright. I just feel like I think it's more interesting. You don't know what the hotel's main goal is. It's just an evil place, but not too crusade evil haunted house crusade. Yeah. Anyway, since I did that, I say we go on to Wreck 2. After this, I let you pick out the next film, but Wreck 2. I know a lot of people love the first one and feel the second one is more of a not bad, but not the same as the worst one. But in my opinion, I think it's just close enough being good to the worst one. And yes, I know it's kind of blasphemy for putting WEC 2 right there, but I would say WEC 2 in my opinion is a way well done follow up to the worst one. And probably my favorite part about it probably gotta do with the whole. I'll say what it pretty much takes place like 15 minutes right after the first movie. Pretty much we got a SWAT team going to the hotel, the apartment building. We only knew what the hell was going on, and the whole mystery of finally figuring out the bigger picture, like what's going on. I do enjoy it. Yeah, at the same time, I do enjoy. Unlike Hell House, I do enjoy figuring out what's the full picture going on at this moment with the frog persons and the something like demon beings. I think about this away, Joe, but once again, I will say the second one is a good follow up to the first one. It's once again, I will say if you have to watch the first one, I do recommend you watch the second one as well. They're a good companion piece. I would say I think the one thing that holds it down will probably be like the group of young teenagers. Was it teenagers or young adults who appear like halfway through the film? They're probably the one that probably hold it back for being as perfect as the worst one. So maybe I might put it down and best. Because I gotta be honest, Wreck really changed the game on a lot of stuff. Maybe not much I'm being feel, but I would say it's really a well done whole film. Like one of the best found footage out there. I would say the second one comes way closer. Like it's right there. Like a centimeter away from being up there with Wreck, the worst one. The worst of the Wreck series, make that as you will. Which I kind of find it funny since the second one, technically Wreck, since we're based upon a found footage film, the second one is the last film of the full films that involve found footage because 3 and 4 does not involve found footage in any way. Which is kind of weird. I'm not joking. Like, there's no found footage in the third or fourth one. The third one is a prequel, and the fourth one is continuation from the second one. But I have seen them, so I only seen videos about them and kind of knowledge about them, but that's a story for another time. Anyway, Joe, what's we want to talk about here now? Behind the Mask, give me this one. Alright, that is Behind the Mask, why the whys of. Okay, maybe I just. Alright, pretty much, this is a parody of Slasher films. Well, let me explain. Pretty much, right here, the film basically involves a film crew who will find around this kill right here, the whys of Lester Vaughn. Pretty much, within this movie's universe, Jason, Freddy, Michael, Leatherface, all those characters are real. And Lester wants to become a ninja slasher like them. So pretty much, we got pretty much we got a news. Pretty much a doctoring team who flying around, and he basically saying how like all the great slashers do. Like, here what we do. It's not as easy as people think they do. Like, you see, we actually gotta train. Like, we gotta box. Like we gotta be fit. Like, you think Michael Myers is decent to sample? No. You see, when people are not looking, they'll actually dog at their victims. So they got to master the art of fast walking. I'm not joking. It's kind of fun as the guy saying like how all the assassins do. Like, you see, when our victims, like, we have to choose our victims anyways. Like, we don't just attack and kill them around the house. No. We gotta plan everything. Like, you know why the power goes out? Because we gotta set up switches to turn it off. We gotta also do warp to turn everything off. Oh, and also we gotta move weapons in particular positions so that our chosen survivor, nice girl can survive. yeah, we gotta make sure we give her weapons so that they don't end, so she doesn't end up killing us. It's way actually pretty funny. I would say it's probably the closest I get to a Song of the Dead for the assassin genre. And ironic enough, the first half of the film is kind of a found footage film since most of the cameras shot. Oh, that's Lester Vaughn. He's. Right, this is his mask. Oh, and by guess who also stars in the film as well? As Techie Vaughn's arch nemesis. Oh, you know what guy this guy right here? No. Oh, you don't know who that is? Alright, you know what? Here. Here, let me help you. Robert England. You know, fucking Freddy Krueger himself? It's Robert England. He's less Vaughn's arch nemesis of the film. All the horror fans hate you now. They're probably like, how can you not recognize the legend right here? You made Vaughn sad now. But I would say it's a really good film. I do like how it plays with the tropes, and I would say there's a twist halfway in the film where spoiler, you don't want to hear. Pretty much Vaughn be talking to the news group at this, documentary group, basically saying, "You see this girl right here? What's it? Her? She is my chosen survivor girl. You see, all these great assassins, you know what they have? They have this one girl who survives. Like she gets away, she outlives us. Well, not outlives us, but pretty much she beats us. We all need one." And basically, he's trying to hype up, saying, "See, I got I had to stalk her for a while, like Michael Myers, I built some sense, like build a little, rivalry between us, blah blah blah." And on the big night, Vaughn basically talked to the documentary group, saying, "Guys, I'm so like the documentary group just like saying, look, we're so proud of you," and Vaughn basically saying, "You know what, guys." Thank you. And like the wisdom luck right before he goes in to kill a group of teenagers. Which is kind of fucked up when you actually think about it. But here's the big twist. Pretty much the main goal and task of the documentary is like, no, we gotta stop him. We gotta go in and stop him. Like we can't never kill him one. I mean, he showed us everything he's going to do, so we need to go in there and stop him. But here's the thing, the big twist is this. You see, Vaughn knew that. He knew they were going in and trying to stop him. And she's actually not the final goal. No. The true final goal is to actually the person in charge of the documentary group. It was her the whole time. Yeah, and knowing that, everything that he sold him, yeah, that wasn't what he was trying to do. No, he has some other tricks. Like, the nice side of the film, it's not found footage. It's more a film like one of those stereotypical assassin films. Which, I mean, some people may not like, but I do enjoy it because it's a mix of a dark comedy and assassin film. It's really well done. It's a interesting film. And does feel like a little love to the fans to the genre. So I would probably give it a good I would say best. It's a low best. And like the last I would say it doesn't hold up as well as us at the first half. But I gotta say, it's an entertaining film. Alright, you want to pick one more, then I'll pick the next few. That's not 2018, man. Nope, that's Halloween Kills. Oh yes. Joe, I don't think I told you this, but I just came back from watching the film earlier. Of course. I mean, it is the night he came home. Yeah. Alright, so I guess I should talk about Halloween Kills. Though I should probably mention a little bit about the first and the 2018 one. The first one, I would say, if it's on the list, it's going perfect. It's a well done, excellent film. And, well, I, I want to say that, but more or less, it's a well done whole movie. Like, it came out in the late 70s, but my god, it changed the game. And some people might feel it's a little too slow and more better, but listen, it's the one that set up most of these tropes. It's the one. Like, it's the grandfather of these, and my guy is still being entertaining. I do feel like the slowness as he does help. It adds to the tension. That most of the scenes, the camera angles, they're filmed in a way where you make me feel like you're watching your spine on these group of people on Halloween. And in my opinion, you cannot have a Halloween day. You can't have a Halloween without watching this film on that day. And hey, what? Oh yes, he's human. He's just purely he's the embodiment of evil. So I guess he's less human and more evil itself. He's Michael fucking Myers. He's evil itself. Not really the death spot, but more or less. No, pretty much, he's evil incarnate. That's the best I can sum up him. He has no. He has. He has no great motivation. He is Michael fucking Myers. In my opinion, once again, if you don't watch Halloween, you watch it as the trailers are coming. Like during the last half of it, so that as you watch the film, at like at the night scenes where Michael Myers talking around, you can hear people knocking on the door. It's trick-or-treaters, so you go out there give them candy. Like the knocks add to the tension. But then at the end of the film, that infamous ending where the film ends with the body of Michael Myers disappearing, and the film basically ends with camera angles of the neighborhood and just hearing the Halloween theme and just Michael Myers just being just in the background as it cuts to the shots of the neighborhood. Yeah, when that happens, we used to be doing this. You get up, you look at the window, and you look at your neighborhood at that point. That's how you end the film. That's what you should be doing after you watch that film. As the music and Michael Myers breathing. Hey, I just say it adds you and make it seem like he's out there. Say it just adds to the tension that somewhere he's out there. The boogeyman is out there. But anyway, that's enough of the worst one. Once again, watch Halloween. Watch it on Halloween. Sounds fun, but trust me, watch it on that day. It's the perfect movie. I mean, there's no horror movie. I would say it's more Halloween than Halloween, but I seen that one away, so I won't put it on the list. But anyway, 2018. I know a lot of critics saying like 2018, but I don't understand why. I think 2018 is probably my favorite sequel to the worst one, which, by the way, yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I would say about the Halloween series. The three movies called Halloween. You got the worst one, then you got the Rob Zombie remake, which I don't think it's awful, but I don't think it's good either. Then you got 2018, that's a sequel to the worst of Halloween. Which I think they could have just called it Halloween Returns, since they're doing what Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. Just call it Halloween Returns. But yeah. pretty much Mike Myers is in his 60s, and yes, he is indeed 61 in that movie. But my God, he's making up that time. But I will say I do really enjoy Halloween 2018. It's really good. I gotta say it has. I would say it perfected the art of Tension. Like, it's really good when it comes to Tension. It's what's it? I don't want to go into depth with it, but well, I may have to since Kills is very connected now, and I won't say why, but more or less, please, I do recommend you watch the worst one, then try and watch 2018. It's not as bad as everyone claims to be. I do not say I want to go in and watch the expected for that film, but it's not that bad. It's really good. I would say one of the better Halloween films. Heck, I actually got it before all the Wizard of Halloween 2 a little bit. Hell, I could actually say that I think Halloween 2018 could have been the ending of the franchise, since it does kind of end with Michael Myers trapping the. Sorry, spoilers. Tapping the lowest floor's house as it's being burned down. And you could end the movie right there, and that could have been, once again, a good end to the series right there. And once again, I do. Oh, sorry, go ahead. And I do enjoy the whole Michael Myers and Lost Souls fight leading with that. And once again, I don't want to be mean, and I know everyone, it's still a pain saying anything, but I gotta be honest. I don't want to say what they, but I know a lot of criticism to the film comes to the fact that what's Michael Myers' goal? Which I gotta ask, have you seen the worst one? Because he has no goal. It's Michael Myers. He has no real goal in the first film, and that's what made him interesting. You don't know what his real purpose is. It's only after the second when they go the whole idea that Loso is Michael Myers' sister. That's when they kind of gave him a goal, and even John Connor himself basically said he didn't like the idea, and he wanted to bring back more of the true Michael Myers for the Wilson film. Well, he has no real goal, and yes, the new ones, Loso is not his sister. I want to make that clear. It's the second film that made that said that he was his sister. I mean, she was his sister. 2018 is not connected to the second one. It's just connected to the first film. So, Loso is not his sister. So technically, that's not canon at the moment. But anyway, kills take place right after 2018. Like minutes after 2018. And it basically starts with a group of firefighters going to the Lois Lowe's house as it's being burnt down, and as I imagine, they find Michael Myers in the basement, and I'm not joking, Halloween Kills is what he does to the whole film. This is probably one of the biggest body counts for any assassin films I've seen. Like, he just goes, oh yes, more than Jason X. Like, I'm not talking, Michael Myers kills the fire department. Yeah, I would say more than Jason Voorhees in his films, but I'm not talking, Michael Myers kills the fucking fire department. He kills the whole department. He fights all the firefighters. Like, some are holding axes. One has a saw. And Michael, I'm not mind you, at this point, he lost two of his fingers. And he's burned, sawed, cut. And he kills them all by himself. And he's in his 60s. I told you, Michael Myers, he just doesn't stay down. And I might kills take place in the same night as 2018. And my God, the body count just goes up from there. Like, I think at that point, I usually that Halloween night at that town, 50 plus people died in one night from one guy. It's Michael Myers. I mean, what do you expect? Yeah. No, you two did today, man. But no, yeah. No, I would say Halloween Kills is on Peacock, so you can watch it. Though I will say this, I know a lot of people hate this for like I think it has a 35% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I gotta say what the fuck, because it's not that bad. I'm not saying it's perfect; it has a lot of issues, but 30% that's low, man. There's no way this film deserves 30%. I would say more, maybe 7 or 6. I'm not talking. I would bring it up, but once again, yeah, yeah. Like let me tell you, like it's 39%, and I gotta say, wait, 35%. I would say 66%. Not that. Yeah, I would say 66%. I think that's the true score. Like I think that's the perfect score for this film. It is exactly what you think it is. And you know what? Yeah, which I find funny since the Halloween 2018 was in the 79 or something like that. Which I say yeah, it's 79. Yeah, I mean, if I had to say which one I prefer, I would say I guess 2018 a little more. But once again, I think Kills is good on what it does. It has some excellent kills, and I do feel it keeps the tension. And I would say bringing the characters, they do bring back a lot of the characters from the Wizard film. Like they bring back the kids. Like the kids from the Wizard film are back. Uh, yeah, well, she's in 2018 as well. She's in a lot of the films, but no, I mean like the kids that she was babysitting are back. But I mean, hey, I mean it does make sense since Tommy. I mean he was. I mean Tommy did come back in the sixth Halloween film, but no one likes that one, so we won't talk about that one. That one's crap. That's the bad one. Yeah, especially with the incest. Don't ask. But pretty much, I would say this kills. In my opinion, it does do a lot of great things. I do enjoy the kills, and I won't spoil too much of the film in case anyone want to watch, especially you, Joe. All I'm gonna say is, at that point, the film's basically about the town being sick and tired of Michael Myers' bullshit. I'm not. Yeah, yeah. Pretty much the whole town trying, creating this mob going around the whole time trying to find them. Yeah, they create a mob trying to hunt them down. And and Tommy, the kid from the Wizard fam, is leading the charge. I mean, do you blame him? Because at that point, he killed a lot of people. And I know, taking in this time, like, a lot of, and yeah, and look, I know a lot of critics have pointed fun saying, how did a mob, why did it so persistent getting him out? And what I got, look, even if in this time, like, Michael Myers only went on rampage from Kansas Sister to the Wizard film to this one, he still killed a lot of people. And even as the news came out, I guarantee the Wizards might be pissed off by it. Like, a lot of the parents, they saw him get a wine on the streets. And you know what? I don't blame them. You know what? That does seem like reasonable they probably would do. Like, the town people would be pissed off by him. Like, he killed a lot of people on their own. And as the news come in about what's going on, I guarantee at that point the town's going to pick up the pitchfork, baseball bats, guns, and going one mug to trying to find them. Heck, I would say this. Knowing that a lot of people complain that the film does feel a little disjointed since it's just from like a lot of perspectives. Like it takes from views from different characters. Like there's a lot of characters you see the point of view of, and I don't mind that. I think the film is more about less about uh, Sammy Lee Curtis character. The was babysitter. In 2018, yeah, she was more the main character. In this film, she's more one of the side characters since she's still, healing from the injuries from the last film. Yeah, she's not as much as people claim. And no, I don't mind that. It does make sense. I mean, she's getting old and she's pretty heavy into since the last film. So, give us some time to heal. size. And yeah, Taki, since Taki there was gonna be another Halloween movie coming out next year, Halloween Ends. So Taki this one, I mean, yeah, it does kind of build up to the ending though, but it kind of ends with basically a cliffhanger of come back to the next one. That's gonna be the last one, and I do hope it's the last one. Like don't don't spend it too thin. Just give a good conclusion, and I think people will be fine with it. But yeah, I do recommend it. I would say I would put it. I can't say best, so I would say good. It's not gonna be think it is. I had a great time with it, but look, don't go in expecting like whack or anything like that because you won't. I just find it so weird how so many critics hate the film and to say it makes no sense. Like so many of the kids are dumb, which I mean, I can't say that the most intelligent people at the time at times, but I can't say that I blame them. I mean, it happens one night and it just I mean, this is not dumb. That's the best thing I can say. Like, not every character needs to have a plan of a plan of a plan. Like, it's Halloween. It's Michael Myers killing people. It's Halloween kills. Yeah, it's a goddamn plan! Yeah, it's just like, once again, I don't want to go on a rant here, but nah, it's perfect. It just, once again, just, I don't know what the critics are coming in when they watch this film. It is exactly what you think it is, and you know what? It's a good time. I enjoy it just as much as 2018. I do enjoy 2018 a little bit more, but I think it's a good follow. I do hope they do end on more sacrifice and conclusive with the next film. And also, I'm kind of sad what they did with one characters for from the Wizard film. I won't say who, but I was kind of surprised what they did with him. But that's what I'm gonna say. And I also do like how they kind of tied into the Wizard film into this one a little bit about how Michael Myers got captured. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna say. Next film I should talk about. Blah, blah, blah. I say we go with the Exist. Hey Joe, Mona I mentioned about that one film involves a killed Bigfoot. Yep, exists. It's pretty much it's a found footage film that involves yeah, I'm gonna say decent right now. Pretty much made by the same people who did the Bill Witz project. Which I mean that's interesting. And I would say it's one okay, I'm not gonna ask. But pretty much exists pretty much a group of young adults going camping in a cabin in the middle of the woods. They accidentally hit Bigfoot with a call, and Bigfoot gets pissed off. I will say this: the film, the moment it stopped going, as I mean, the moment Bigfoot started showing up and making it clear that what his intentions are, the film doesn't slow down that much. Like it's just like Jordan will just keep going, going, going. I gotta say, this is a pissed off Bigfoot. Like he's going through the cabin that is not. Never say this. The second night when he comes, like, he doesn't just like wait. Like the film doesn't end with the kid trying to make a snatch down the cabin. No, he comes through the fucking door. He breaks the doors down. Like he told that cabin to sit. Like that cabin was nothing to him. Yeah. No, I would say I think the scariest part about the film, as I said about how to survive in the North American woods, is probably one of the kids carried a sock, find a sock, and started pointing around at everyone. That's probably the scariest moment in the movie, most because it seemed like that kid was about to shoot someone. I don't know, just like anyone who handled a firearm like that, that kid was scared to set out them more than Bigfoot. I don't know, just the way just the way he holds the soccer till nonsense. Like it with how the kid hold the soccer. I mean, I, I think there was a scene he picked up the soccer, but he didn't use it. He just broke it. Oh, how about when? Oh, how about this? How about in that one Halloween movie where Michael Myers found a shotgun and stabbed someone with it? He found a way. But yeah, I would say this exists. I mean, it's dumb, stupid fun. It's Michael. It's Bigfoot going around killing kids, and I mean it's alright though. I would say this: the ending of what actually happened, why Bigfoot was so pissed off. I don't know. I don't really care that much. I see the trying to give an explanation why Bigfoot is so angry, but my palm is well. It comes down to more or less though saying, "Oh, the kids, spoiler, the kids entity ran over Bigfoot's, tired." And my problem is, like, we watched that scene. It looks like normal sized Bigfoot, and knowing that the body disappears too soon, like, how? And knowing that how the main character survives Bigfoot on side, I assume okay, everyone is gonna die, but no, the kid just stands there and just turns his back to Bigfoot, and Bigfoot walks off. Like, no, you do that to an actual animal, that's what pissed him off even more. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry, but I just had to show this. Uh, this is not I can't show you the video of it, but this is a screenshot of Michael Myers holding a shotgun. Yes, this is indeed a film where Michael Myers stabs someone with a shotgun. See, look, see. Yeah, and look, what's the gift right here? That's how he does it. He just stabs him with a fucking gun. I hope. Okay, I want to see that in Halloween ends. I don't care how. Put that in the film. I want to see Michael Myers grab a gun but stab him with it. I don't know. Maybe he just tosses it at them. Alright, but anyway, yeah, that part just took me out of the film, and I found it funny how a lot of comments for the film, but you can watch the film on YouTube for free. And now comments say that this is the most realistic Bigfoot movie. I'm like, what? That way. I'm just thinking like, no, and knowing that there's an RV in the middle of the camp, not too far away from the cabin facilities, and like they never explain why is there an RV there. And I do enjoy the song of Bigfoot jumping on top of the RV, and once again, still one of my favorite parts when Bigfoot kills Joe, or I mean Uncle Joe. So he just tackles him on the ground, and that's the last we see Joe. He just tackles out. He just. Oh yeah, but hey Joe, turn around. Bigfoot's gonna come and tackle you on the ground. By the way, it's the Mumble first, guys. So no more Halloween, guys. Then again, I mean, if there's a Halloween movie, Michael Myers is still going around killing people. He doesn't care two cents about that. But otherwise, I would say this is probably decent. It's alright. Alright, you want to pick the next film? That's not making. I make this I go fast. Alright. Here we go. Joe, step on your seat. You gotta go. do you need? You want to go check on the? All right, it's fine. I'm gonna talk about a different film. I'm gonna say that one for you. All right. While he's doing that, let's talk about. Uh, how about we go John Carpenter since we talked about Halloween? So let's go with the Fog. All right, the Fog. Pretty much story is pretty much in a small town off the coast of somewhere. Forgot where. Ben Wire. Yes, I seen the film. Just I don't know every single detail. Pretty much this town about survey it's 100 anniversary. You know, stuff like that. But here's the thing. There's a lot secret about this town. See, what people don't know is the town when it was found before it became a township. There's going to be another colony, another town or colony is going to be still in the same area. And basically, the town folks don't want that to happen. So what they did is they made the ship go shipwreck off the coast, killing all the people on board the ship. But a mysterious fog poured in and disappeared that night. The town folk took the gold from the shipwreck and used it to fund the town. And hid it in the turrets. 100 years later, the same fog appeared again. This time, came all the dead that died when that shipwreck, and now final revenge against the people, against the town that caused their death. It really does feel like an old-fashioned ghost story, and I will say once again, I will get credit for John Carpenter. Like this is one of his. I won't say this is my favorite, like not my favorite. Not one of my favorite John Carpenter films, but I see the liking of it. Like, it does have this ghost eeriness about it, and I do enjoy the fog. Like, you don't really see that the zombie members that well. The closer you get, you kind of make out some of the shapes, and you don't really see how they kill people. You just see them pulling people into the fog. Like, they use tools and stuff like that. I did those 2 kills. You see them using tools, but once the time you just see them pulling people in the fog. It adds to the is that you don't know what they do. And I would say the music does have no judging here and there. Do you enjoy it? Once again, John Carpenter film, so the music is pretty excellent overall. I can't say anything bad about it. It's not exactly my favorite John Carpenter film. It's more of a build up, and when it just does keep the tension and the sinisternness of the fog. So I would say it's good. I do kind of perform and kills a little bit, but I would say it's a well done John Carpenter film, and I gotta say, especially when the films from the 80s, you can't go wrong with it. Once again, I do enjoy the effects, especially when it comes to the actual fog itself and the zombies inside of it. Especially when they got the red glowing eyes and I can see like humanoid face coming out of it. That are stuff scenes you don't get in many other films. And well, it's pretty good. Not much I can say about it, but it's good. Hey, Doug, you back? Anyone who don't know, Bella's his dog. But one of the dogs. I'm not a dog person. Anyway, Prince of Darkness. Another John Carpenter classic right there from the 80s, and this one is actually from the Apocalypse trilogy that, if you don't know, well, pretty much those 3 films that John Carpenter made between the 80s and the early 90s that basically involve a end of the world scenario. First one was The Thing, second was Bring Daughters Way Here, and that one about was Mouth of Madness, which I was going to watch sometime this month, but I couldn't find any place to actually watch it, only copies of it. Maybe next time. But Prince of Darkness, I'll say this. I do enjoy the theme over it, but I do enjoy the sense of dread that the whole film has, especially the music. Like, slowly building up that something is coming, like some evil presence, the end times are coming. because I seen the thing away, and if I did, it'd probably be appealing perfect. Once again, I'm trying to do films I had seen away, and I feel like I want to talk about films I had seen away and try to recommend them to people. I feel like everyone knows about the thing. There's not really much I can add to it. So maybe next time, but once again, I seen it a few years ago, so there's not really much I can add to it. I want to say my first thoughts on these films, but pretty much, Plain Dog kind of mixed a mix of realistic, hellish, demon ideas with science. And I was actually wrong when I told Jill that the Prince of Darkness was actually the anti-life god. No, it wasn't. Technically, the Prince of Darkness is the son of the anti-life god. So I guess you could say he's the Antichrist. If you want to say that. Pretty much, he's kind of bringing the anti-life god to Earth. Pretty much evil. He's trying to bring that thing into the world. If that happens, doom, destruction, the end of the world. You don't want that to happen. And I will say, like, so many critics are going to kill me here. You know what? That I think was when I kind of before more. If I had to say film like, I would say Prince of Darkness, but if I had to say which one I prefer, personally, I would say Halloween Kills. You know what? I'm gonna be fair to you. We're gonna go with Prince of Darkness. It's a good film. I know a lot of people kind of say like one of his best films. I don't think it's that. Well, yeah, you can think it's one of his best films. That's fine. I mean, it's a really good film. It's really well made. I really do enjoy the music. It has great. Like the music just builds tension. Like that's the best part I would say about that. But there's some other John Carpenter films I do kind of prefer over it. But yeah, it's a excellent film. All right. So you said that there's someone inside. Don't mind that. We don't have 1 second here, you guys. We don't have time. And also, I don't want to do this all night, so we'll move on for that. I want to say the best, the worst one for Jill. Because I think that'd be interesting. Alright, how about The Howling? The Howling is another classic werewolf movie from the 80s, and it came out the same year as American Werewolf in London, which I had yet to see yet. Though I will get to it sooner or later. I know about Lindsay, Tom Bud. Though I hear a lot of people do kind of prefer The Howling over American Werewolf in London, and I want to take a look at it. Pretty much, you got the losers in Los Angeles after he was reporting on a incident that involves a serial killer went on killing people, and after the killer supposedly died by officers and was on the scene, the boy has lived with the trauma of it. So she is sent to a segment called the Colony, where they can help her deal with her mental trauma. But as some of her colleagues investigate further into the connection with the killer, they soon find connection that connect him to the colony, and soon realize that the colony may not be as safe as it claims to be. And also it's revealed that the killer may not be dead at all. So as you probably figure out, and I said, wait, it's a werewolf film. The killer is a werewolf, and painless, the colony is filled with nothing more than werewolves. I would say the first effects, I do kind of prefer with the American Werewolf in London. I haven't seen the film fully, but I've seen the shots and videos of the werewolf transformation and what the werewolf looks like. I kind of prefer that werewolf than the one in this film, The Howling, but I do like the idea of the Howling kind of give, like, groups of people living in, colonies of werewolves, pretty much colonies of people, colonies of werewolves live in the middle of the woods, and, mixed with society, and they do feel, pretty dangerous, like, And let's get also, but they're pretty much unstoppable. And I do love the part. Hey, tell you though. Alright. I gotta mention this part about the film. Sorry if I spoil this. Alright. When it's revealed that the killer's a werewolf and he meets one of the main character's colleagues and he tells him that he just killed his girlfriend and how he enjoyed her crying out for for mercy and everything that he ate her and everything like that. And I mean, this guy he has a rifle and the werewolf took the gun away from him and said, "You can shoot me all you want. I'm just gonna hear it. You can't kill me." And he gave the guy back his gun and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you. I don't know you a gift. You saw what the cops did. They gunned me down and I'm still here. So go ahead, shoot me. See what happens." And what if I tell you that werewolf, he fucked up. You know why? What he didn't know is that guy that would pull had a fan out those werewolves, and what if I told you that he bought some silver bullets and guess what's in the gun right now? It was that werewolf fucked up. I just love that part. He's like, he gave the guy his gun back, not when I was like, he has a silver bullet in the gun, and I remind you of the film, they do make it clear, yeah, if a werewolf gets shot by a silver bullet, he's not coming back from it. It doesn't matter where. Just being shot by it will kill them outright. It was hilarious, and I just love when the werewolves see him with the silver and realize he has a silver bullet. They're like, "The fuck is this?" Like they look so stunned and angry by it. And then it is fairly well known, especially when the report revealed that she's a werewolf to the public, time revealing that werewolves are indeed alive and stuff like that. I can't say it's my favorite werewolf film. I do prefer Dog Soldiers over it. And I'm well known that there's a sequel to it that's called The Howling 2. Your werewolf is a sister, and yes, that's the actual title of it. It's no, it's your sister's a werewolf. It's awful. Your werewolf is a sister. I mean, your werewolf is a sister. Yeah, it's right. No, I was in the secret does star Christopher Lee. I'm not talking he's in the film. Yeah, I was in the high. It's good, but it's not Sakagi singing "I'm in Love." I think it's alright. I mean, it's enjoyable. I don't hate it. But it's not like it's gonna be a film I'm gonna rewatch. Okay, maybe I kind of like it more than before, but it's not bad. It's alright. Alright. So, let me tell you about the soul inside your house. Alright. I think I told Jill this away, but this was the worst film I've seen so far this month. That kind. This. I gotta be honest, it's I would say that it's from Netflix and it feels like one of those Netflix horror films that's just made for the like young teenagers or something like that. It's just like it was evident that I feel Feel Sleep was going to be, and Feel Sleep is actually pretty good. I seen Feel Sleep. I wish I could have added to the list, but I didn't want to make this go on for too long, and knowing that technically I saw it in the summer, so I can't count it in the list. But Feel Sleep was actually kind of clever and actually pretty good. The so many hours is awful. I would say this. The good things about it is, the camera angles are pretty good. There's some good shots. The music's alright. The acting is pretty good. I mean, no one did a bad job, and I give credit the actor and actresses did a excellent fine job, especially the main actors herself. Not bad. But the writing, oh my god, it's it feels sloppy. Like it feels like I'm not saying it feels like a teenager wrote it. Like it's like one of those teenage girls trying to write a story. Like, oh, I wish something would happen. Like it feels so sloppy, and the villain. Oh my god! I'm sorry. I took my phone off getting texts all the time now. Like, I'm not joking. The kill when you find out his whole motivation. I was saying this: the idea that he's wearing masks of his victims, so you kind of intimidate the fact like, oh, it's actually them who's killing themselves, and he usually taunt the victims by dark secret about them. Though I'll get into the issue about that in a moment, but I thought okay, that's kind of interesting, a little bit. Kind of play off the idea of I know what you did last summer, but it's not bad. But my problem is, like, after the second or third kill, most of the victims, I only feel that they make sense. And not only that, we actually find out that he's actual motivation and who actually the killer is. By the way, halfway through the film, I figured it out, and I'm not joking. After we watched the second, I went, oh my god, it's so obvious. I, like, you pay. Like, I didn't pay close attention to one of the scenes, but I'm not joking. You rewatch it, it's painfully obvious who it was. And by the time you get halfway through the film, pretty much you know what it is. It's this whiz kid, and it's just like, oh my god, really? And now that his reason for it is like, oh, I'm rich and my dad's such an asshole, blah blah blah. And you know what? I had, I, I had to live with with a fake smile and a fake life, just so that I'm not like him. Why the West you have to do all this, blah blah blah. Like it makes no sense. Like really, why is he using Dodge secrets with people now? That doesn't even make sense. And knowing that, why Dodge secrets? Because it doesn't even connect to him that much. Now it just seems like unnecessary. And no, he said, "Oh, also I'm gonna blame all my killing on the main character so that everyone thinks it's her." Even though none of the killings, besides probably one of them, is connected to her in any way. Yeah, there's fire, but that doesn't really connect to it anyway. That's like me saying, "Oh, I was in a fire, so that's me. If someone dies in a fire in my town, obviously it's gonna be me." No, that's not how it works. Like it just no sense. And now that the way he talks, like he just talks for so long. He has this. He's like one of those. He's like a worse version of my boy when it's revealed that what he's doing. And knowing that one of the the main character's best friend, she's one of the most annoying characters I've seen in years. Like I'm sorry, but I hate it. Not the actress. The actress did a fine job, but while this kid is on scene, I just can't stand her. Like, oh, even worse than that. Like, just shut up, please. Can you just could she be one of the victims to die, please, so I don't have to hear her talk all the time? She's getting on my nerves. No. I need to tell John you can have a die in the film. No, she doesn't. And it's a mess. And especially when you realize why the main character, like her dark secret, which I mean, it doesn't even seem that impactful. Like they make it seem like, oh, I killed someone on purpose. Like I did a prank on someone, and oh no, I took it too far. But in actual fact, like, she was just drunk by one of her friends, and then she put someone in the fire, and they got burnt. Really? I mean, yeah, that's kind of traumatic, no, but now much of the film build up to. Oh my god. No, I can go on how much I hate this film, but it's the worst. Of course, there's. it's the okay. This is Gotham City. This is one of the worst films I've seen in my life. This is just one of the worst films I've seen this year. And unfortunately, Joe, I've seen a worse film than this one. Oh, okay, not as bad as Escape from Tomorrowland, but second worse than this one. But we'll get to it in a moment. But my God, it's just don't watch this one. Yeah, and I gotta be honest, the sad part, this movie is actually based on a popular novel, which I gotta say, was this the bad adaptation of the novel, or was the novel this bad? Because I noticed a lot of reviews for the book, and these when it came like people I was assuming yeah, these people probably will love it. No, and when it's up to their taste, if you like the movie and book, that's fine. But I gotta be honest, it's just one of those cheap commercial products you get on Netflix for young teenagers. Just especially the endings. Just look, you want to watch something like this that does a better job at it, watch Scream or Feel Sleep. Feel Sleep is actually everything that this film that Feel Sleep the Feel Sleep trilogy on Netflix, they are everything that this film is not, in a good way. They're actually pretty good. I do recommend them. They're not bad. They get better as they go on. Part one is kind of hit and miss. The second one is actually good. The third one is actually good as well. They do get better. Watch them. Don't watch this one. If I have to Feel Sleep, I'll probably say Feel Sleep 90s be decent. The other two will probably be in low good. But anyway, Joe, you want to pick the next one? We'll see you. We'll see. You sound like Grim from Big and Mandy. Doing his motor. Alright, found first film. Alright, now this is a South Korean horror film, which, oh my God, I forgot to put the horse. Fuck. Oh no! Yeah, okay, there's a movie called The Horse made by the same guy who did Parasite. It's one of his early films from the early 2000s, and if The Horse was here, I would probably put it in perfect. It's a great film. It's a giant monster movie that involves a fist that come out of the river and just start attacking people. No, you seen Parasite, the movie that won Best Picture in 2020, I believe, or 2019? It's a great film. Like, best movie that year. And Horse, I would say, yeah, definitely same guy. His time, he does have time. And I would say The Horse is just as good as Parasite. It's way well done. Like one of the best time monster movies out there, and it has great characters. The one I would say probably the best part of the film, it's not the monster itself, but the characters. And I would say it has a very distinct scene in The Horse, and it doesn't involve the monster at all. My God, I'm sorry guys, but The Horse would be right here. I would say I'll probably put it past Whack. Like it's that good. Please. Watch The Horse. It's on Hulu. Voodoo wants it. I do highly recommend it. I don't know if this is a dub version, but subtitles will not watch it. 10 out of 10. But anyway, Haunted Asylum, it's a found first film from South Korea. I think it came out a few years ago, but I kind of heard about it sometime this year, and I gotta say, it's very good for found first film. Like, I would say, once again, I'm sorry if a lot of people hate me for this, but it's pretty good. It has a good tension, and pretty much about this group of filmmakers who want to stream themselves going to a haunted asylum in South Korea that is infamous for how haunted the place is. Pretty much, the owner of the hospital went missing and killed herself supposedly after it's hinted that she tested on her subjects and toasted them. And it claims that anyone who goes to the asylum, no one has ever entered one of the rooms, and it says that if you enter that room, you will die. The film is very similar to Grave Encounters, a movie that came out a few years ago. Once again, another Found Footage film. So it's very similar to that. I would say probably the South Korean remake of it, and that helps a little bit. But I do like the tension a little bit, how the first half of it, kind of the characters, though, they make it seem like, oh, the place is actually haunted, but then it's kind of hit reveal that, oh, no, the guy in charge of everything, he's actually playing some of the characters off so that they can make it seem like this place is actually haunted so that they can, you know, get as many views that they can on the live stream so that they get, you know, paid a lot of money for it. But as soon as things start going wrong, shit hit the fan. Like, no one can leave, like, the whole, like, somehow the asylum is able to change the rules so that wherever you walk one way, you end up somewhere else. They transport you somewhere. Like, it's pretty creepy. Like, it's a good creepy movie. And I don't know why, but for some reason, like, Asian ghosts are terrifying. Like, especially this, so, like, just the black, liquidy, shiny eyes and the gray face. Just, they look so unnerving. Like, I don't know why, but just Asian ghosts are terrifying, in my opinion. More terrifying than American ghosts. But yeah, it's pretty good. I do highly recommend it. It's not perfect. It does have some issues, and it's a fun first film, but it's not bad. Pretty good. I do. Yeah, it's actually I saw it on Soto. So if you have Soto, you can watch some of these films here. Can this one, but we got another moment. But anyway, what's another movie you want to go to? So we want to talk about a good Bigfoot movie here now. All right. I mean, it does involve. No, Ben. I mean, there's no I didn't. But pretty much, not to be confused by the animated movie that came out a few years ago. This is a different one. Came out in the early 2000s. And this is actually one of the films that aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. And if you know anything about the Sci-Fi Channel on that time, they're well known for showing some shit. I used to watch them all the time. Like, that's what my Saturday nights are. Like, watch like those cheap, bad B movie, sci-fi movies. Like, they're bad. I can get you like 90% of them are awful. Like, they're bad. The best they are bad. But then you but Joe, there's some gold. Like, some movies that actually stand out. Like, that are actually good. Funny enough, Dog Soldier actually appeared on the Sci-Fi Channel a few times, and I would say it's definitely a high ball film better than most of the films you find on that channel. But you also get Obama. Now, Obama was nowhere good as Dog Soldier, but I would say Obama was one of the best sci-fi movies on there. The best I can say this. Joe, have you ever seen Rear Window? Have you ever seen Rear Window? The Alfred Hitchcock film? Okay, the movie about the... Okay, well, what I mean is this. Have you seen Window? That's what I mean. You know, pretty much a handicapped guy who's trapped in his apartment and he sees that there's a well, how about the sign of both remake? Well, it's by a remake. Well, it involves a guy saying he sees a serial killer across his house and he's trapped in his house, his apartment, and you mentioned to me that you saw the sign of both movie. You know, the one where he sees a kill and he just watches them, trying to find a way to stop him. I wish I could say more, but I haven't seen one film. I do know about Rear Window. It's an excellent film. But pretty much, Obama's pretty much Rear Window. We got a handicapped guy who's returned to his cabin up in the mountains by his one of the worst lists out there, and I mean worst. I mean like I'm not saying the actor did a bad job painting this list. No, I mean he did a good job painting this asshole. Like think the most douchebag list you can get, and that's what the guy is. Pretty much, he doesn't care about you. Pretty much, it's either his way or the highway. Or should I say, it's either his way or the needle. But pretty much, he's taken to his cabin. It's been a few months since a accident happened when his wife died and they fell off the mountain and he broke his spine so he can't use his legs anymore. So as he's sitting at the cabin, a group of young women may move into the cabin next door. There's only two cabins there. Then he discovered that there's a bomber, a Sasquatch in the woods. I believe it's based on the Falk monster, but it's pretty much just the Bigfoot area. So pretty much Bigfoot. An angry Bigfoot who is slowly stalking and killing the young women one by one. And the guy, he can't leave the cabin because pretty much the only way in and out of the cabin is by staircases, and as you imagine, a wheelchair isn't really built for that. And he can't really drive himself out there because, once again, legs. He tried to call the police, but the police didn't even believe him. I mean, what do you think they're gonna do when they hear someone say, "There's Bigfoot"? And the nurse isn't gonna help, so he must find a way to try to help the young women before they're all killed by Bigfoot. And Bigfoot is actually kind of intimidating, like how he looks. Like he has a very creepy look. Like he actually looks like an animal you do not want to fuck with. Like this is what he looks like. Pissed off Bigfoot. Hey, what's the? Hey, watch where you hit the mic, man. I can hear the static. Uh, hey. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I would say this. Some of the, it's not a perfect film. I admit, the film, like when it comes to the sound, it can go a little too over the top, and the side story about the hunters, including the guy who plays Bishop from the Ains film, is also in the film. Which I never thought I would ever hear him talk about a story that involves the Darwin Award about a guy who taped his hands onto the back. I'm not joking. He told a story about a guy who taped his hands. He smacked a bull's ass. The bull dragged him around, and the bull clapped on his face. So I never thought I would hear that out of his mouth. But yeah, pretty much the hunters die very quickly in the film, and I feel like that need to be connected. That kind of weakens the film most because I get the time it adds the tension about how unstoppable Bigfoot is, but it doesn't really add that much. It just seems like that just adds the body count. That story, in my opinion, needs to better connect to the main story as a whole. Plus, I'm not a big fan with some of the effects they use with Bigfoot, like with the eye, well, not eyes, but more when the camera uses vision and how dramatic the zooms are, and when they hear him. But otherwise, I think this could actually be a way good film. Besides that, I would say this: it's probably the best horror movie that involves Bigfoot, in my opinion. I would say, I want to say good, but if I be honest, I would say decent. So it's probably the best of decent. Like it has potential to be a really great film. The technique that probably came from that is based on a very popular Alfred Hitchcock film. So maybe that was a real, but I do think this idea of a guy who's camped in a cabin and he sees something outside and he can't leave and he's stuck there, I think that could be a great idea for a horror movie. I hope people take that idea. Don't don't steal too many ideas for Alfred Hitchcock, but take the base idea and go like taking a different direction, see where it goes. Alright, let me make this quick. Night of the Living Dead, even in about one of the first zombie films, like the first modern zombie movie, created the whole modern zombie films genre, and I would say that Joel Wimmer's masterpiece right here. And say what you want about the story or anything like that, it's going to perfect section. Like number one, I don't care what people say, it has to go there. It created the whole zombie genre and popularized the idea. And not only that, so I don't know about you, but I think what made the film so great in general is that it wasn't a film about zombies. It was more about a group of characters as famous what mankind would do as soon as shit hit the fan, how pretty much we don't work well together, and how even when we have all the choose to survive, it's basically ourselves that end up destroying anything. Got anything to add to Night of the Living Dead? Ah, yes. The remake, yes. I mean, to be fair, the movie came out in the '60s, but still, I think it's fantastic for it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole point isn't about what the time it came from. It's more about surviving them. And you seen the ending, right? Okay. Alright, then. You mind if I say something about the remake? Or I don't want to spoil it for you. Alright. Keep in mind, what I say about the remake doesn't mean it happens in the original one, but it also could mean that it could happen in the original one. I don't want to give it too much away. But that's about the remake. The '90s remake, a lot of people don't talk about it, but in my opinion, I think that's a disservice to it because it's one of the best remakes out there. It doesn't, it doesn't. I would say this: it's not better than the worst one, but the worst one is one of the films you can never do better with. Like it created something. Like you can't do better than that. Like it's impossible to do it. But I'm gonna be honest, the '90s I think is one of the best better ones. And I would say that's oops. You know what? I enjoy Hell House, but I gotta put it above Hell House. Like it's one of the better remakes out there. Like I I gotta be honest, it should be on one of the best horror remakes out there. Like it takes the worst one and expands on some of the characters. Like it does things differently, but in an its own way. It doesn't copy and paste things. Like it follows the main story beats, but it takes some interesting turns with the characters. Like more the main the sister the main goal of the film. Yeah, you know how throughout the woods once he screams all the time, it's always trauma. She always in post traumatic suffering from the trauma of seeing her burn being killed. Yeah, in the remake, yeah, as soon as she gets to the farmhouse and she meets up with, I'm not joking. You know what? Guess who's in the remake? Because you'd be surprised who's in the remake. Uh, Tony Todd. Tony Todd is Ben in this one. Kenny. It's Candyman, man. Now that's the icon. That's one great horror icons right there. Tony Todd is Candyman. Candyman is Tony Todd. Tony Todd's Candyman. But I think that's a good way for me to decide them. But pretty much, Tony Todd did an excellent job as Ben, and I gotta say, I want to make sure I get the name right because I don't. Judy, yeah, Judy of the film. I kind of don't like Judy more in the remake than the Wolves one. Wolves because as soon as he meets Ben, she actually takes a act role. Like she's trying to become a badass. Like she helps the survivors out. She helps Ben. Start kicking ass. And you know what? You actually see her slowly becoming this badass. And do you mind if I spoil the film? Like, unfortunately, Ben dies from his injuries by the end. Like we see him as a zombie, but Judy lives. She's the only survivor. And you know what? It basically is so sad when she finally find Ben, see him becoming that zombie, and not see him be put down. That's such a depressing sight, especially almost as kind of similar to how the Woods one did, but I won't say what the Woods one did about that. And knowing that, and here's the more tragic part about it. Especially when you see all the survivors and pretty much the survivor hunters going around killing the zombies, how amorous they become. Like crazy hippie rednecks going around. Like it got this person know how a lot of good people die, and unfortunately these assholes are the ones who survive, and how amnestic and chaotic they are. Give the idea. I'm gonna get the thing that who's more the palm, them or the zombies. I know that's kind of the same thing with the summon zone, but I might that never did clear that idea. So I think it's only fair that in remakes do that idea. But I'm not joking. You know that asshole in the Woods one, that dad, the guy who constantly gets in fights with Ben. You know what I'm talking about? Joe. Oh. Yeah, right, man. Don't worry, we gotta get this done very quick. I'm gonna get it done before 1, okay? Alright, but Moto was that one. I got to the scene where you saw that dad at the farm. The bald guy. Okay, Mono was one how there's a guy at the farmhouse. He's the dad. That prick. What if I tell you in the remake, he's one of the survivors? And I'm not joking. After they say, Judy, with me, I survived. And Judy just shoots him. And I went, I don't blame him for that. I would shoot him as well. That prick deserved it. All the bombs came from him. But yeah, it's an excellent remake. I do recommend you watch it. I do feel Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, the Wizard ones, are going classics. Like, best the whole genre. But the Night of the Living Dead remake, that one deserves like the credit that it deserves. Alright, next film, how about we try Event Horizon? Event Horizon, a lot of people have been telling me to watch this. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Pretty much, desperate. It helps by a lot of horror media that take place in sci-fi. Came out in the early 2000s. It was made by Paul W. Anderson, the same guy who did the Amos Pearl movie and the Awards movie with live action movies, which we won't talk about. And a lot of people have made clear that this is their favorite film made by him. Pretty much, the best thing I can describe it is it's a haunted house in space. Pretty much, the ship Event Horizon is found after the fuse being missing, and a rescue team is sent aboard to figure out what happened, and it's discovered that this ship, Event Horizon, had created a portal to hell, and it went there. And the ship is possessed. How did that sound, man? Hey, Joey's still awake. Yeah, hey, if you're too tired, hit the bed, man. I don't want to make you fall asleep here. Hey, Don't be sorry, man. You gotta go bad, go bad, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Alright. You know what? Got to say one quick thing. Just, alright. Got to talk about what I consider, like, the second worst film I've seen this month. Oh, no, the worst film I've seen this month. Okay, Monsters. This one. Yeah. It's a movie that involves a killer. No. No, it's pretty much about Big. It's more about Bigfoot, but no, it's not even about Bigfoot. You can watch any attachment or synopsis of the film. It talks about Bigfoot, but that's not what the film about. Bigfoot's bait in it, and he only kills like two people. Everyone else, it was the movie's about a serial killer who kills people, who lives in a cabin, and just Bigfoot just happened to be nearby. And you know what I joking said? The movie begins with pretty much one of the kids are driving and they hit something and they hit Bigfoot. And one of something funny, Joe? You know how I tell you how it exists that Bigfoot was pissed off because they ran over his kid and they killed him? I was joking say, hey, maybe that's why Bigfoot is pissed off. Maybe they killed his kid this time too. Wouldn't that be funny? What if I tell you that's what happened? They killed us. They killed Bigfoot's kid again. Is that just like the easiest? Is that becoming a trope now? The three Bigfoot killed Bigfoot movies I've seen, two of them involve the same reason like Bigfoot's pissed off because they ran his kid over, killed him. You killed baby Bigfoot. But pretty much the whole film is boring. That's my problem. It drags out, and now I got the way the film is shot is so amateurish. Like, I'm not joking. I see college students film better than this. That's the only thing I would say the other film has over it. Like, it's filmed better. The camera angles are awful. Like, there's so many shots that, like, you ever see a film, it's really bad. Like, it's god awful. And once again, it's about a serial killer, and that could be it was an idea, but it doesn't do. But the story doesn't make it that interesting. And be honest, we advertise for being about Bigfoot, then just be more about the serial killer. It's like people want to see more Bigfoot, and even the serial killer actor is just boring. And it just has so many weird shots. It's just. No, I would tell you more about. I would tell you personally more about this maybe next time. So I would say just hit a bit, man. Alright, I guess it's gonna be the single J so now. It's not Halloween anymore. You lied. You monster. Either you're too late or you're being super early with Halloween. Yeah. Yeah, happy Halloween for 2022. Which, once again, I hope I have more time to do more stuff for Halloween because I had a lot of ideas planned for this month, but I just been so busy with everything I could not do it. So I'm part of everyone. So, once again, hopefully next year we have some more stuff. Hopefully people trick or treat because I don't know about you, but no one went in my house. But anyway, so good night, man. You head out. Alright. Sorry, guys. We're doing this a little too late. It's almost 1 a.m., so Joe's tired. Let's let him sleep. Anything else to say before you head out? Hey, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna continue this. Finish the list up. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, you're tired, man. You got stuff to do, so go ahead. I'll wrap this up. Once again, guys, please, if you want to, please subscribe to PS4 Gamer 178. Yeah, I'm the T. Yeah, I'm just a T Boston. You want to see quality content? Watch him. First, his Resident Evil 6 walkthrough with me. Just see. Yeah, you want to watch my thoughts of it? Go ahead, but his a little more better looking, and knowing that, I think you might find some funny parts in him. Yeah, man. I love that one. I love that one. I must say, I think my favorite parts of the streams are probably the last half of Leon, the first. And I was going to sing, Holy shit, it's a fucking dinosaur. I was going to sing that whole song. And also I love Chris's last name because I was constantly playing as piss off Chris. Like those kids looks angry 24/7. We're just both angry manatee guys. I'm just going around punching everyone until it's actually trying to survive, and I'm just going around beating the shit out of kids. But still, please watch the videos. They're amazing. Anyway, so go a bit, man. Go a bit. I'm saying Michael Myers that to you because he can still attack. He can still kill you. Technically, it's what am I gonna do? Tell me to finish things now. Oh, I see. I start saying, "Aim with the heart, Norman, the heart." Alright, anyway, go a bit, man. Good night. Alright, so while Joe is leaving, unfortunately, we'll wrap this up. So, let's see what we do. No, wait, we're continuing this on the old. Alright, I assume he should leave soon. And not, then I'm gonna exit him out. But pretty much, as I was saying, Monsters just like the shots, like camera is like maybe take you a tip. Filming 101. You never have a character's head, and this is extreme close up, have the head cut off. Like have the top half of the film cut off part of the head, and that's your extremely close up face. Like extreme close up. And there's a lot of stuff like mainly the character's head's cut off. And this is not just because I study film. No, even in general, it looks bad. It looks amateurish. And the color grading looks pretty bad as well. Like the Zaya saw it's just from outdoors colors to indoor colors. Like when in two shots, and the problem is it doesn't flow well. It looks obvious. And another problem I actually do have is one thing with Bigfoot. Like they hide Bigfoot's whole body. Like, you don't see his face except for like one shot. And Bigfoot's face is not bad. It's like it's look way well, not bad. It's not the best person face, best looking Bigfoot I see, but it's not the worst thing I can see. And I don't mind you hide it sometime, but why hide it for so long? It almost like you constantly see his body and just the way he walks. Like it seems like his arms are taped to his like chest. Like they can't move by themselves. Like whenever he walks, like the arms gotta say sanctity. It looks so unnatural. It doesn't look right. And I say this, I saw this film with Soda, and I gotta say one of the worst films I've seen with Soda. Like, my god, it was a bad film. Don't watch Monsters. Whoever made this film, they did a terrible job at it. I'm sorry, but this feels like a first time maker. Like, I cannot, I don't even want to look it up because I cannot believe that it had to be pure inexperience. That's the only I could believe that the movie is made this amateurs. It looks awful. It's a bad film. Don't watch it. If I could, I might give it a 3, maybe a 2. The problem with the film is just boring, and in my opinion, that's the biggest crime you can do to a film. No, you gotta make it bad. I need to make it dumb, stupid bad. If you gonna make it boring bad, then I'm gonna get bored. Don't do that. All right, next film. We're gonna make this quick, guys. For what I was saying, it's a haunted house in space. I don't consider it perfect. I would say good. There are a lot of great parts about it. I do like some of the tension scenes, and I do love how they make this ship so evil. Like, it does feel like the moment you get there, like the second line, the whole mission was doing builds and builds, and I do enjoy it. It has a intelligent design, and I would say I do love the main characters, especially the captain. I do. That's kind of like how obviously as soon as it made good that the second one was just said like he just want to get out. I don't blame him. He's pretty smart, and I actually grabbed some good captains who actually do feel like that. But I can't. I don't know if I should put that in best. I think it's good. Maybe it's for Halloween Kills, but I think it's alright. All great ideas in it. And you know what? You like it, love it, good for you, but I can't say it's my favorite film, whole film out there. I feel like this time it goes now too old, at least to me, and it kind of holds me back. Alright, next film, I would say Underwater. Underwater is spoiler, is a H.P. Lovecraft inspired film. Most because at the end it's hinted at the launch up. You know what? I won't say it. Yeah, myself. Pretty much. Have you ever seen Alien? It's famous Alien Underwater. Got a group of scientists who are working in a undersea laboratory that soon a supposed earthquake happened, and now the unseen base is falling apart. The survivors need to find a way to get above top side. Promise the main way to go up there. The parts are damaged, so they have to go into a different part, looking at a dune site that's a few miles away on the sea. So much deep in the sea will specialize armored diving suit to explore hours you request. I actually kinda like it. I think some of the characters are alright. They're not A plus like my favorite, but some of those shows, but others I don't know enough about them, and I think that's the biggest issue I have with the film. It starts right with the disaster. I think the film should wait a little longer for it. Like, do what Alien did. I think they should have borrowed that element from Alien. If they don't borrow elements from Alien, then they should have borrowed the beginning half of Alien. Well, nothing happens, and you just get to know the characters. You get to know them, what they do, those possibilities. I think if they did that, it will make the film fall better. My opinion. Just had like 15 minutes. Just them just doing their day activities, getting to know them. If you did that, I guarantee it would be a far better film. Especially how most of the characters like killed us about when they died, like the first couple. But I would say, otherwise, I do like the suspense, and I do love some design of the creatures, especially how you see them at dark. You don't, look at them early on. Like, you see them long distance and just exploring the unwanted, seeing them. It's creepy enough. Like, you're not in a environment where you can want to move fast. This is their environment, and if your suit get too damaged, your face is fucked. So I do love that idea of the film, and I actually really do enjoy the big surprise at the end where it's revealed, yes, the nocturnal creatures, large humanoid creatures are actually part of a larger, giant, kind-of-sized monster that is actually from H.P. Lovecraft, known as Cthulhu. So yeah, surprise, Cthulhu is the main villain. It just comes out of nowhere, but you know what? I love it. And you know what? The film does kind of hint that there's something more going on. And you know what? I do enjoy it. It's a fun little ride. Not perfect by any means, but you know what? It's a very well done horror movie. And I gotta say, for a movie that came out in January, it's one of the better films that came out in January that was 2020. but yeah, not bad. I would say good. I say Fox, but I'd say this is good. Maybe we'll put Fox right here. I don't love Fox, but I will make Fox better. Alright, next film. I'll say how about you may move pick time, but it's a class 1998. Class of 1984. Alright, this got not gonna really do that much with Halloween. It's just a film. Once again, I'm just watching the whole film that came out, and also films I seen, and films, well, horror films. This is a film I saw in Solo, and funny enough, film came out in 1982, so typically the year of 1984. It's one of those cult classic films. Pretty much, it's about this high school. A new teacher, a band teacher's, coming in replacing the last one. This school basically is a wreck, and there's a basic games one month, and there's this one group of punks. And I'm not joking. You read the description of this movie. And so it just made it clear that these punks. So these punk ass teenagers, like, drug deals. They done like a lot of terrible crimes, and pretty much the later maybe feels unjust, but I can do what I want. So him and the movie, come blows. Who just try to be honest, I help the students, inspire them, and call out these, guys bullshit. And well, as one student die, he made clear, hey, I'm gonna talk to the police about this. You can't touch the students, and you can't get away, or you do. I would say this: the movie is no very old top, especially how evil these students are. Like, these are pricks. Like, you want to see these guys. Like, stereotypical evil. Like, they don't care what they do. They would do anything they want. Torture, kill, and even rape some people they really want to. And besides that, make you uncomfortable. There's a rape scene before seeing the film. And so it's this and so that. If that make you feel uncomfortable, I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, it's just fun though. Can't wait for these. I gotta say it's one of my favorites. I think it's alright. Not exactly great, but I think it's alright. No, I will put this back. I think cinematography should be a pop thing. So, let's see. You know what? I might move this somewhere. But anyway, I do tell the music too. He's kind of unable, and you kind of feel like he's trying to do his best in the school, and he doesn't want to do violence. But as the stakes against the rules, where he's starting to see him person, and he's starting to get more and more violent, and he has to do things that may not be people want to do. That's the best I can say. It's very 80s, when it comes to pretty much raw punk ass teens, like teens that like bullies. You like even Stevie King would say, "Oh, they'll too far." And trust me, when they do die, you do feel really happy about seeing that happen. Which I find kind of funny that I'm waiting for a group of kids to be killed. Hey, they deserve it. But anyway, I would say I think I kind of do consistent more for dumb fun. But no, I think it's no more we'll put together overall. So we gotta go with decent. Next film, I would say just keep it 80s. Night of the Demons. Now this is a classic 80s horror film, and I would say perfect Halloween. Like there are a lot of films I would say are great to watch over Halloween. This one, yeah, one of the better ones. But anyway, a group of horny college students, once again on Soda, and they do make it horny, and I agree, you watch the film, they'll be horny. Going to this haunted, pretty much this, pretty much this, crematorium that pretty much doesn't have a red fact. No, it's covered with a top that's red. That's how big a red fact it is. They go there and on night Halloween, party, do drink, fuck, stuff like that, and after they decided to use a Wheezy board and, well, not a Wheezy board, but contact the ghost, they accidentally summon a demon who possessed one of their bodies, and soon the demons started killing everyone and possessed more and more bodies. So it makes the demon possess a little bit of zombie here and there. It's a failed job and it knows it. And I think I got into the first half most because how dumb some of the kids are and some of the funny lines they said. Especially this one fat kid who just dresses a pig. Like he's so over the top and he says whatever he wants. He doesn't care to anyone. Like even if he's trying to seduce them, like it doesn't matter. He don't say what he wants. Like suck the fuck up, bitch. Like he's so over the top, dumb, stupid, fat. I just love it. He's amazing. Then we got this other guy who seems to be a bully, but he knows how much of a pig he is, and just he lives it. He doesn't care. He would bribe anyone, especially he talks to someone's little bird saying, "Hey, what's your What's your big? Hey, what's your older ass? Ass legs. Your old pill ass legs. I want to see you." Just like he knows it, like he doesn't care how he talks. They're so hilarious. It's dumb, stupid, and it's a fun ride. I kind of prefer on wall no more, but I think you know what? I enjoy the first half of this over the first half of the kids dying in the wall, but I'm gonna put behind on the wall. It's good. Alright, decent. No, we gotta say decent for last. The Bay. The Bay is a documented found footage film, kind of similar to Hell House LLC. There were developers and they were more professionals, a little bit more effects in it, and I actually did enjoy the film. Though I actually do have a personal history with this film. Well, I mean personal history, I don't mean like I knew anyone who made the film or whatever, but it's a second happen when I was watching the film, but I'm going deep to her, but I did say I was debating if I should watch this film not this year, and I kind of told you, kind of there's a reason why, and I won't say it. It's a kind of a personal funny incident happened when I saw the film, but anyway, pretty much the film is more about this small town who something forced to lie, but soon some of the residents all of a sudden acting unusual, like this kind of bleeding, faint pain, crying out, bloody mouth, like oh me, maybe the doctor, I'm dying, help me! Like it's so, like it's terrifying, and the way the film is shot, like they don't use like people carrying cameras around all the time. No, they use like different stuff, like house skate cameras, and homes, businesses, people using their cell phones, like cop cams, like all of those. And I feel like it really does help. It makes this feel like you're seeing different shots of a single incident, and it makes it so most real. And it's very horrifying when you actually find what happened. Pretty much what happened with the film itself, that the water is polluted by steroid Tickensit, and the Tickensit has caused chemicals in the water to create help pretty much grow these Autobots. You know, it's insect like crab like creatures that usually well, they're not Native America walrus in that area. Pretty much what these creatures do they will so the parasite will attach themselves onto the fish's mouth, grow, then they will grab onto the fish's tongue, eat the tongue, and pretty much what the fish eat, they will eat as well. The fish can't do anything because they can't pull it off. If you hear sound in the background, that's because one of my neighbors was having a party, and my god, I got nothing against parties, but once again, yesterday they were having a loud party that went up to 2 a.m. Like, 3, like, please, you have a party. If it gets after 11, you need to turn that fucking music down because it pisses everyone off. Because now all of us want to sleep listening to goddamn dumbass music. But anyway, the Bay, pretty much in this film, the Autobots are a lot bigger and have grown and craven towards humans because they had ate most of the fish in certain parts of the lake, not the Bay. And a lot of the films starting to become more apocalyptic as payments as time goes on, as more and more was dying. And by the end of the film, like almost half the town's like dead bodies all over the place. You hear people crying out, pain, dying, and like those like parts when people are just walking down the middle of the street and like there's dead bodies all over the place, and they can't like you can't like there's more dead than alive, and that got this almost sound like apocalypse to it. Like it's I do really enjoy it. It's way well done, and I do kind of just I know a lot of people criticize the film for not having a main character to give a overall point of view, but I feel the movie doesn't need it either. I think it works well, most because it gives a more realistic look. Like you're seeing this and happen to the town. You're seeing different views of it from a news reporter who, being honest, Spain experience and they could have been a whole make or break story. And most movies they probably use it as a trying to find a way to reveal the information and news to everyone. But really, some point that would not happen. If they don't experience, they'll more likely just stay experience at that time. See, they were first, but just it got so bad. He just basically, oh fuck this, I'm going to my hotel room, hide there. Which, I'll be honest, if I was her, I'd probably do the same thing. If I see what was going on with that town, I probably want to get the fuck out of it. But I just love how it's so descends, and even the creatures, right? They're not the most scariest things out there. What I find the most terrifying part is what they do to people. How they slowly eat the insides of you, and you can't do anything to take them out. And I think it has a very somber tone by the end where you realize that almost all the ones are affected, and there's nothing anyone can do about it because a moment they're trying to signs, you can't do anything to help them. That's scary. And there's one of the most disturbing moments I've seen in any film where you see a car cam of like two officers going to investigate this house. You never see what happened inside. You just see audio. Like the audio is not even that clear. It's like you could barely have a hard time understanding. You gotta use the subtitles to even understand. But the way it pitches and how much panic, stunned, terrified these two cops are what they see in the house. It's so disturbing. Just like that's more disturbing than anything they can show you inside the house. Like it really does show a somber tone about what's going on. And that alone, I think, is one of the most disturbing things I have ever seen in still years. I recommend it. I would say, I think Behind the Mask is better. Just no, I think they're kind of even match. Behind the Mask is more comedic, but the Bay, I think, just as good. It deserves it. Okay, The Sin. The Sin is a excellent film all around. I would say definitely one of the perfect films out there. Very much, we got a group of women who go adventurous women who after the main character, her husband, both her husband and daughter were killed in a car crash in the film. A few months later, her best friends try to take her and the other friends onto a caving expedition in North America. I forgot what place it was. It's been a while since I've seen the film, but I saw this one. In case you want to ask, well, it's like last for tech because it's bamboo. So they're about to go on this little adventure, but unknown to anyone but the but the best friend. See as he is taken to a different cave that has never been explored, and she want to go there because he want everyone, including her, be able to discover it by themselves. However, well, I kind of forgot the term you used when you cave excavation. I forgot to call it, but the film, like the first time, you don't see any monsters in it, but the way the film is shot, like just exploring those tight spaces with so little light, those, in my opinion, are the most terrifying parts of the whole film. Being stuck in such a tight and close space, knowing that if you're by yourself, there's Now a possible way people can get you out. That's in my opinion some terrifying moments in there. But after a cave in happened blocking the way they came in, they had to explore. They had to find no way out. But as it goes, that this cave is not the place, the cave they was he going to, and not only that, technically the best friend didn't tell anyone that they were exploring that cave. They simply they need to find a way out on their own. So they explore the cave more and more. There's going that people have been in that cave before, but the question is always of if people had been there, why haven't anyone why haven't many reports of people just going there? Soon they find a cave painting showing that there is a possible second exit out. But oh no, that cave painting was made centuries ago, and soon we reveal that they're not alone in the caves. These are these bat-like humanoids who live in the cave, known as claws. And even the best I can describe it is what the director basically described them as. They're basically cavemen who never left the caves. They have adapted and evolved to live in there. They're like these almost vampire-like creatures. They don't suck your blood, and they're not invincible. They can be killed very easily, but like bat-like humanoids. They're blind. They use echolocation. They can climb on the walls, strong claws and teeth. But be honest, like I see on the review and start attacking one. Technically, you can fight them on one. If you have the proper weapons, you can kill them very easily. To the point they come in lots of numbers and they know the kill's better than you, and they can see it. So soon they start killing the characters one by one, and knowing that the main character is starting explaining, pretty much he's still suffering from the trauma of losing both her husband and daughter, and starting having panic attacks and seeing visions out of nowhere, going real crazy. And knowing that it's soon revealed that the best friend, while he does fight off the Quills and actively killed all the friends by accident, not on purpose by the way, but he does leave them to die. It's revealed that her best friend actually slept with her husband, and after all that, basically, pretty much, I'm gonna say the worst for you because this is a really good film. Once again, one of the best films to come out of the 2000s. Like it's up there with Wick. You know what? I would say over Wick. I think both films are excellent, and I might this is like a all female cast. Like it's a really well done cast. Like all the characters are excellent, well written, and it really has a stronger but excellent story. So yeah, this is all the films. Pretty much this is how I will rate them. You can rate them any way you want, but pretty much these are three these are must see. You have to see it. It's one way or another. So, firstly, I would say yeah, 9mm Ninja, no matter what. But Descent is a modern masterpiece. Wedge is also a modern masterpiece as well. Like both of these are excellent. Like equals, like some of the best of the genres. These are excellent as well. Weg 2, I would say Weg 2 is really good. No, I would say 30 Days Night, most because the Empires did. 9mm Hells, try to see if I can move anything else around. Prince of Darkness, yeah, Prince of Darkness is really good too. Only because I do like Only Kids. I don't know what the critics were smoking when they saw this, but Only Kids, I do recommend it. The Front Rising, it's good, but I don't think as good as one claim to be. But yeah, there's a lot of great parts about it. Howling, kind of the same thing. There's a lot of great parts, but not exactly my favorite movie. Obviously, Dark Souls inspired be it. The Fox is a excellent film. Yeah, it's alright. Haunted Asylum, pretty much saggy, what that was gonna be. It's a good film. Unwanted, I do enjoy Unwanted. I want to put it above Haunted Asylum, but I think Haunted Asylum is better put together. There's a lot of parts I do enjoy more in Unwanted, but I think Haunted Asylum overall is a better package. Night of Demons, second we could think is, you want to see a good Halloween film, I'd say, watching the Halloween, Halloween 1, 2, 3, H2O, 2018, and Halloween Kills, or Night of Demons. And also Trick 3. You don't know what Trick 3 is, maybe we talk about it next year. But I'd say this is definitely a good Halloween movie to watch. These are decent, but there's some ones that as you do hold out. I can't say they're great. My name is fucking annoying. These are not saying are bad, but I can't say they're great. But there's some ones that actually do sign below a lot of those, and I do recommend seeing them. I do feel a bomb. I do like watching Obama, and I will say, if some of the parts, I think Obama has the blueprint to become a really great horror film. I think that idea, well, here's a copy of Real Window. I think it could be used in fucking wall just flew in my face. I think it could be used in a different horror film, and I think you not take the base idea but go in a different direction and then play out in a different way. I think that could be a way excellent, unique horror film. When anyone has like what you think it is, it's dumb, fun, but pretty much that's what it is. And else, I like the conclusion, and I do like some of the kids more than those, but once again, I can't perform the whole missing element of it. Too, it's bad, not the word, but just bad. These just like don't watch these. Yeah, don't watch these. You don't want all the Hill House movies. You know, you may have to watch the second one, but so see, it gets no better than the third one. But I say you have to watch the Hill House. Maybe just stick with the first one. So yeah. Forgot to record. Well, we make mistakes. So yeah. I gotta say thank anyone for coming by. I hope you have a wonderful time, and well, very much have a wonderful night, and I hope you had a wonderful Halloween. Until next time.